I'm feeling Britney Spearsy today. How long can I play it before they mute my video? Yeah, so I made a reel this morning with the new Buc-ee's project bag, and Toxic was the first suggestion that came up, and so I used it, and then I was like on the Britney train for the whole like getting ready. I don't think I ever blocked these. Anyway, hi, I'm Renee. I am here with my everything I've touched in June. That is to say, everything. That's my Eggert Tolle lead in. Everything I've worked on craft-wise in June. I have worked on much more than usual, and I'll go ahead and explain why. So the cross-stitch community does a thing called WIPGO, which is bingo, but with your works in progress. Most people do it for the year. So they make a board and pull a number or two numbers, I think, every month, and then concentrate on that for a month, because cross stitch obviously takes a long time, but knitting is comparable time-wise, so I thought it would translate good. So I introduced it to some of my yarny friends, and we started a WIPGO group. Me and one other, I think there's about 20 in it now. Also, if you don't have as many whips, if you're not a maniac like some of us, Sarah Hartz has started like a little miniature WIPGO. I think it only has 9 spaces, 6 or 9 spaces. So if you don't have a whole bunch of whips, then that would be good. So on my, and you can use whatever, you can print out a WIPGO board. I like this bingo board because it has lots of room to write, and I can color and doodle in the little squares. So I have my stitchy whips and my yarny whips. There's 25 spots on each page. Every Tuesday we pull, so today will be the new numbers. We do it at knit night at the shop. We'll pull two numbers. So last week was 13 and 23. So, and we pull every week. So you touch, in a month, you touch a lot of stuff. So it was on the yarny, it was my No Frills and Enchanted Forest, which happen to both be knit. So I have knit and crochet on this, and then I have cross stitch and needlepoint on this. And on this one, it was the Duck and Easter Joy. And if I check them off, then I actually worked on them, which I always do, even if it's just a little bit. So that's how I'm able to like plow through the whips. You don't have to have a group to do it, but it's fun. We post pictures into the thread and all that, but you certainly do not have to. You could just make your own little board just on notebook paper, and then get a random number generator, put some numbers in a jar and pull them out, whatever, and just do it yourself if you don't want to do the whole group situation. Okay, this is in no particular order. I am just literally grabbing because everything is just around me. So well, actually, I will start with the 2 yarny things that we pulled for WIPGO this past week. So my No Frills in Chelsea Luxe Yarn Centric colorway. This is going to be so pretty. Just a basic sweater. If I'm in love with the yarn, I'm just doing a basic sweater because I want the yarn to really show off. You can see I'm holding the tweed with the mohair, which y'all seen this before. The mohair has stellina in it. You can't see. And that's the tweedy pretty bits. So soft, so beautiful, in love. And it's in my bag that I made from the Trader Joe's pickle tote. We love Trader Joe's bags. I hate going in Trader Joe's, so people buy them for me because I cannot. I feel like every day is Black Friday in Trader Joe's, being honest. Okay, what was the other one? Oh, my Enchanted Forest, which is my new Christmas sweater that I just cast on. The pattern is knit collage. So if you don't watch my vlogs, if you do, you've already heard this. So here it is. I cast on, okay, first, knit collage, if you're not familiar, is a really chunky yarn. So this was written in for a worsted weight, but it's knit collage worsted weight, which I feel like is more of a bulky weight in layman's yarn. So I got this worsted weight. This color is so good. I got this worsted weight from Christina Chelsea Lux, and my gauge, the gauge on the pattern is like 14 stitches for 4.5 inches, and I had like 17 stitches, so I was already way too small. But also the needle sizes were way too big for this yarn. I did not like the fabric, so I was like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I was doing the second size in the pattern, which matches my measurements. So I was like, I'm going to go down a needle size so the fabric will be what I like, and it is. But of course that makes my gauge like hugely smaller. And then I'm just gonna go up to the biggest size in the pattern. I have no idea if this will work. There was no math involved. This is literally flying by the seat of your pants. So we'll see what happens. But I love this. I love it. Hopefully it works. Hopefully I have enough yarn. All the things. All the things. And this is in my this year's Christmas bag that I made from a Piggly Wiggly Christmas t-shirt from Hilton Head. Look at his little lights on his booty. Okay. I should keep this in some sort of order. Okay. Also in June, I have worked on this is last year's Sprinkle Fibers Advent, and Advent season is upon us. I'm sure everyone has already ordered at least one for this year. So I did the green. I feel like I probably got 3 more stripes in this. Okay, so what I did is I knit it with the bracelet length sleeves, and I wanted it to be longer and more dramatic, like more voluminous. So I cut the cuffs off, picked up the stitches, and am adding on colors. So it stopped here before. I've done these 3 so far, and I think 2 or 3 more will be good. So that one's coming right along. This is in a Christmas bag I made myself from 100 years ago. That is literally my Christmas colors. This is, oh my God, I had so much done. Oh my God, and there's barber cords in here. I was looking for barber cords this weekend. Hold, I had to put this in my bag because I wanted to try on the Enchanted Forest just to see if it would go around me in this smaller gauge. This is a Traveler Cow and just a regular DK yarn that Jessie, Hooks and Coffee on Instagram, got me for Christmas several years ago. And I had so much done and realized I had messed up. So I pulled it all out and we've started over. So there's, and it is on my Whipco board. Obviously I would not have even done, but I'm glad it did because I noticed the mistake that I don't even remember what it was. Okay, this is and in my pink hazel bag that Marlena got for me. Thank you. I love it. So this one, we have quite a bit done on. Y'all been watching me work on this for a while, and I can't wait to wear it. I ran out of yarn, ordered another skein from La Bien-Aimée, and of course, it's not the same color because it's hand-dyed yarn. This is just what it is. But I thought I got enough yarn to begin with. Did not. It's a different color, but it's hitting right. I don't even know how it's clear, but I don't know that it's clear on camera. It's not. You can't tell. The new skein is deeper. But it picks up like right under my boobs. So I'm hoping maybe it'll just look like it's shadowy. We'll see. This is like whatever. I'm cool with it. Okay, well, I'm going to grab, there's some stitchy stuff. So I started and finished the Strawberry Moon Stitch by Cam the Stitcher. It's called My Sweets, and I turned it into a little wallet, change purse, notions pouch situation. And this is on the hand-dyed Ada that I dyed on our staff ice dyeing field trip. So that was great. I also finished the guy's Pride sampler, and it turned out great. The frame is on the way. And then I started and the Pride was a start and finish in June. And then I started and finished this fucking hamburger help me, which is hilarious. I have to order that frame. It's a handmade frame on Etsy, and it's a bit expensive. So we're waiting. We'll be waiting for a moment to order that. This is my Truffle of the Month Club Sprinkled Fibers in my Truffle of the Month bag that I made for the club. I love this so much. So the purple is the new color. I just finished. This is so beautiful. Every time I pull it out, I'm just like, oh. Another one I cannot wait to wear. This is the Sorrel by Wool and Pine. And it's gorgeous. Lindsay's fades are insane. And she's posted the inspiration. That's inspiration and inspo all mashed together. Inspiration picture for July, and it's a beautiful yellowy truffle, so I can't wait to see it. And this is the Riggy's vest. We've talked about this before, and y'all remember I found out that I put the short rows on the wrong end. The short rows are supposed to be here, supposed to be shoulder shaping, not V-ing at the side, so I got to pull that out. The piece I'm working on now is correct, but this is just how I roll. I plow ahead, and then I just deal with it as I go. This is in the Galentine's bags I did for me and Jess. She found us these hand towels at Ross or somewhere, and I turned them into bags for us. This is my Cherry Magpie by xoxo. It's on a 20 count Ada that was hand dyed. I got it from Etsy. I love this. This is what I've worked on this month. I really wanted to like jump up and work on the bird because it would be a lot of solid stitching and I could get through it fast. But I was like, no, let's go ahead and dip into the part we don't want to do. So I did. And we'll see if I decide to jump in on the bird. This is in one of my bags, Tula Pink. This is one that came up that was on my whip go this past week, the duck. He's got so much shading. He's very complicated to be the little guy that he is. How cute is he though? He's so cute. And he's gonna have a bow around his neck, which is gonna be adorable. This is also in one of my bags, which is Tula Pink. This is a new start called the Christmas Sampler by Crochet a Go-Go. There's my colors. Oh, and I've also started making my own floss drops out of birthday cards, business cards. You can see that. And then yesterday I started punching out from my yarn bands. So there's Hedgehog, Spin Cycle, La Bien Amie, and they're perfect. All you need is 2 sizes of hole punch, like a big, it doesn't have to be a circle. I like the circle because that's just what I like. This was actually out of a Christmas card since it was holiday. This is a big one. And also my fabric is not broken in yet. I was so excited to start, like I didn't, usually I'll launder it first, but I didn't. So the sizing is still in it. You can see I've done the middle part that has the 25th and half of the little wreath. And I wad it up to help the fabric break in faster, if you're wondering. Also, it's in a bag that I made yesterday just to house it because it's so special. It really is special. It floated to the bottom. This is in the Trader Joe's stitchy bag that I made with the Shelly Can buoy keychain from our Sardine Girl Summer a couple years ago. This is Circle Circle Dot Dot by xoxo, which I love. I'm doing it on black fabric because I wanted it to emulate a chalkboard. I love this. In fact, I think I'm going to take it to knit night. So I'll leave that there. And then Easter Joy. So this is another one that was on Whip Go for last week. This is the one I'm almost finished with. So I only have the little blossoms on the tree over here, and then some fill-in flower work here, and then she's done. And I'll turn her into a pillow. See, this is the one that I should take to knit night and finish it. But well, maybe I will. See, the thing is, I do the parts that I love first and save the things I don't want to do until last. So then now it's all stuff I don't want to do. Even though it's just like 5 minutes and I would be done. So it's ridiculous. And then I have one last yarny project that I worked on this month. And it was the Something Cozy by Shayna Bellew. I never know how to pronounce her name. She designs for Christina all the time. And you know how me and my experiments go. And we've talked about this before. This is supposed to be knit flat. I'm knitting it in the round, and I'm going to cut it. And I know people are like, well, why don't you just knit it in the round and leave it? Because round fit doesn't fit the same as straight seamed fit. So even if I don't cut it, I'm still going to seam it. So that's, I think, everything. Well, not exactly everything. There's 2 more projects at the shop that I'll show you once I get to work. But that's everything I have here at home that I've worked on this month. It makes me happy. We're making progress. A little bit of progress on a bunch of different things at once. And people always want to know why I don't just like focus on one thing and get it done. I'm just in different moods at different times. And I want to work on different things. I need options. It's just who I am. Okay, that's it. I'm wrapping it up. I'll show you the other 2 projects. It's the Mini Mock Tank by Jessie Maid and the Ooey Gooey by Andrea Mowry are the 2 things that are at the shop. So, okay, here we are. There's actually more. So, because we're getting ready to start our Christmas sweater make-along, I pulled out the snowflake sweater this month, which is actually little crocheted flowers that I'm doing with Straw Baby. And then when you put the white around it, it looks like a snowflake. Is it called the Snow Flurry, Snowstorm? Something. Shelly found the pattern on Ravelry. I've also this month worked on the, I don't know how to pronounce it. Actually, this is really pretty. This is for 29 Bridges. A sample for her. And I have also worked on the Mini Mock Tank this month. I've actually, I don't know, I feel like it'll never be finished. But one of these summers I'll get to wear it. And then my Ooey Gooey, which I'm in the body part. Well, that's how it is on all of these. Once I get past the fun part, I just do like a row every 5 years. And then, does it ever get done? I don't know. But I'm working on them. So that is all of my everything I worked on in June. And, oh, here's the bags that everything is in. And, oh, I'll see you next month. Strawberry shortcake is very aggressive, which is surprising because I always thought Barbie would be more aggressive.